So I'm kind of on this kick of gratitude and gratefulness. And today's going to be the gift of giving. Okay. That is, hmm, well, the gift of giving. I think so many people are caught up in the idea that you have to have money to give things. You don't. Okay. You don't have to have any money. This year, I am particularly strapped for funds. However, my son just had his birthday, and all he got, this normally he gets a couple things from me and a couple things from mom and a couple things from his dad. This year he got a couple things from his dad, one of the things he helped make, and he got one thing from me and he got one thing from grandma. Okay, well, it's not all that bad because the three people who gave him things for his birthday made up for it in other ways. It's more than just the gift. Okay, he got an amazing Lego set. He got the Yellow Submarine Lego set. And I got him a Beyblade case because he's all about Beyblades. And then Daddy got him Legos, and then Monkey helped Daddy make this rack, for lack of a better term. But my son was so grateful for everything he got. It never dawned on him that he didn't get as much as last year. And we have to sit back and we kind of have to say, wait a minute, we're getting spoiled as a society. We think that people need to have things. Now, I'm going to admit, I like material things. I'm a shoeaholic. I love jewelry. Y'all know I love my makeup. I can't live without my unique makeup. I love clothes. I like pretty things. I like fancy things. But when it boils down to it, I don't need them. I don't think any of us need them. We're spoiled. So we need to be thankful for the things in our life that we have. We have our lives. We have the breath that we're breathing, good health. We have the loved ones around us. There's so many things to be grateful for. And we need to start finding ways of giving without spending money. I know that probably seems really weird because you usually have to have money. Okay, well, in some cases you still have to have a little money because I know a lot of my friends are really awesome cooks or bakers or candy makers. And they give, those services out. Okay, so let's say you're really good at cooking. You don't have any money. It takes a little money because you have to have supplies to cook. But think about the guy on the corner who's living in the bushes down off the highway. Imagine what one home cooked meal, not something fast food that you buy somewhere or leftover. Imagine what one home cooked meal would do for him this holiday season. Something to say, hey, somebody out there cares. So it doesn't take a lot of money, and if you're already cooking dinner for yourself and you make a little extra, then just take it down to the guy, the homeless man on the corner. The gift of giving. Or let's just say, okay, I know I'm a crocheter and I have lots and lots and lots of extra fabric, extra, yarn, and it doesn't have to match. You can still use a scrap of this yarn, a scrap of this yarn, and crochet up a scarf. And those same homeless people, they need warm things too, because I don't know about you, but it's bloody cold out right now. And we have the luxury of having heat, a roof over our heads. We don't have to be bundled up in 10 layers of clothes and try to stay warm in the middle of the night, being afraid we're going to freeze to death. So if I can provide a scarf to that man down on the corner, I'm going to. And in fact, I have started a scarf for a man who lives kind of around the corner from here, who lives down in the woods, because I feel that he needs to have those extra things, and somebody needs to show that they care. I also went down to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of little goodies. I bought some mouthwash and some toothpaste and a little toothbrush, all for under $1. I mean, I spent $10 total, $10.60 with, with when you include tax. So it was minimal. Because once again, it's the gift of giving. You don't need to give a lot of expensive things. My son wants the Xbox One S. I don't know. You can see it's on the top of my list. It's like $200. I don't have that. I mean, if I have $200, it's going to go to a new computer because my computer is slower than molasses. And I need my computer for my business. But he's not getting it. Instead, this year, he's getting Beyblades because the child wants Beyblades. He's getting Legos because he's a Lego-aholic. He's getting clothes. Every year, as long as I can ever remember, I've always gotten clothes for Christmas. He will always get clothes for Christmas. I still get clothes for Christmas because clothes are a necessity. And even though Christmas is about getting fun things, you still need necessities. My mother every year puts razors in my stockings because razors are so expensive because she knows I need them. I'm not going to complain. It saves me spending $20 on those little teeny tiny heads for my razor. Necessities are still needed. The gift of giving. It doesn't have to be the biggest, brightest, most fancy thing out there. Necessities are needed and they're appreciated by those who can't always afford them. Okay, but let's say you have a Secret Santa and you don't have a lot of money. And you're saying, well, but Sherry, I have a Secret Santa. It's $25. And, I can't just go in and willy-nilly and just do something like stupid. There's ways. Okay, you don't have to spend $25. Did you know you can go down to Walmart and you can buy mason jars and they're like, I think $1 or $2 a piece. You more than likely have all the supplies needed on hand for making chocolate chip cookies and things like that. You can go online and research what they call cookies in a jar or brownies in a jar. And you can do a set of 3 of those, put a little bit of, Christmas, go to the dollar store, get some Christmas napkins, or Christmas cloth mats or whatever, and use that to decorate it. And there, it's worth $25 because if you go and you buy them in a craft store, you're going to spend between $7 and $15 on 2, and you're doing 3. So once again, there's still the gift of giving. You're not spending a ton of money. This year, my Secret Santa is getting homemade candy, is getting one of my unique lip glosses because, let's face facts, I would be remiss to not support my business with her, since it's a lady. And she is getting one of my mom's hair clips. So my mom's getting credit too. Once again, while I had to spend money on my lip gloss to initially get it, and I kind of snitched this from Mom, she knows, and the fudge was already pre-made, so she's getting over $25. But all said and done, out of my pocket, I've spent maybe $10. She doesn't need to know it. It's a gift well over $25. These are between $12 and $20 depending on the particular clip. My lip gloss is worth $15, and homemade candies and fudge is usually worth about $7 to $10 a pound, and she's getting about a quarter pound of stuff. So she's getting a pretty good Christmas gift. But once again, it's the gift of giving. It's how do you spread what little teeny tiny amount you have the furthest. Because that's what we need to start doing. We need to start thinking less about spending all of this massive money, and we need to start appreciating the little things. And when you get one of those homemade gifts, I don't care if it's the ugliest, most hideous thing you've ever seen in the world, you put on your best, most genuine smile and you say thank you. because somebody took the time to make it, and it takes time. I can whip out a scarf in an evening, but I'm very, very fast. I know most people takes them a week, at least, in the evenings. So that is time spent. They worked on something for you. If they put the cookies in a jar, or brownies in a jar, or a mug, whatever, in a jar together, then they took the time to put it together for you. Remember, not everyone is blessed with a lot of money. So we have to be thankful for whatever they find to give. Okay, and then when we get away from material things, because yeah, like I said, we are spoiled. We have to have our material things in this country. The thing is we need to learn to appreciate each other's company. And I think one of the biggest gifts we could probably do for this holiday season, and I'm just as guilty of this, especially since I run several side hustles, and all of those side hustles are done on my phone or my iPad. I don't work off my computer a whole lot because it's very slow, but I do get on it. So most of my work, I am busy on my phone all the time, selling makeup, selling, food mixes, posting on my blog, whatever. I'm on my phone nonstop. So one of the biggest Christmas gifts I'm giving to my son this year is I'm going to give him more of my time. I'm going to put my phone down. I'm going to turn it on, do not disturb, and I'm going to put it down and invest in him. Because we are spoiled, and we're spoiling our kids in the same way. I want him to appreciate not having a phone or iPad out because he's getting as bad as me, and I don't want that. So the gift of giving. Look at your life and think about the loved ones around you. If money is tight, how can you give to them without spending little to nothing? And stop and remember, if you are blessed with money and somebody gives you something that you think is cheap, remember, they may not have a lot of money. Thank them for taking the time to think of you and do something for you. And sometimes the best gift of all is just a hug and saying I love you. So I know that I don't tell my mom enough. Tell my little boy all the time, but I don't tell my mom enough. So that's something I plan on doing with my mom a little more this year. So look in your heart, find ways of doing your gift of giving, and hopefully you can walk away with a little bit of something from this. So, and I have to apologize now. I know I probably look like a hot mess. It is not late, but it's after 7, and I've been up since before 6, so I'm a little tired. Monkey's at basketball practice, so here in a little bit I'm gonna have to go pick him up, but I did want to do a quick video so that I can post it out tomorrow, so you will be watching the day after I made this. But thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like my blog, follow my blog. I always have, new things coming up, and I'm always looking for suggestions. And also, if you like the makeup that kind of probably looks very tiring right now, unique, you can go to savagelashes.com. But most importantly, follow my blog. Please support me, help me live, my dream of making things happen in my life. Live, lash, love, and live loud. Always live loud.